What's up guys, welcome to the channel. I am Stevie, the military biker. Today I am going to be bringing you another product by Advanblack. This is the rear fender extension for 09 and up Harley Davidson touring models that have the tri-bar at the bottom. So stick around, I'm going to fit this onto the bike. I'm going to show you how to strip the one that's on there now and fit the new extension. Okay, so first thing you want to do is obviously remove your saddle bags. All right, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. For those of you that own a bagger, you know exactly how to get them off. So I'm going to skip to the bit where it's off now. And just like that, the bags have magically disappeared. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to be putting the extension on today, the rear fender extension by Advanblack, color matched by Advanblack as well, which is awesome. So this is your rear fender extension. It goes all the way around and obviously comes up onto the side there behind your light clusters on either side, and it obviously holds your tri-bar if you have one down there down below. So we're going to continue on. We're going to disconnect the tri-bar from underneath, and then we'll show you what exactly else you have to do. Okay, so as you can see underneath the back fender is obviously your tri-bar, which fits into here. Now what you want to do first of all is take the connectors off, which is one here, and there's one on the other side over there, as you can see. Now just use a flathead screwdriver to pop the locks off. As you can see there, they're quite pretty locked in. I do have the Custom Dynamics light tri-bar underneath, so yours may look a little bit different, but for me all I want to do is take these two connectors off, and just once you've done that, let them hang down. All right, and then we'll go from there. As you can see, those are the connectors taken off. Just be careful when you're doing this, because the little plastic ends that lock into place are quite delicate and you don't want to snap them off. So now they're out, moving on. Alright, so the next bit you want to do, you want to loosen the nuts that are on the inside in there. I don't know if you can see them. There are three nuts, okay? There is one at the top right there, there's one in the middle, and there's one on the bottom. Now it's either 11mm or a 7/8 deep socket and ratchet that you want to use. So we're going to take these off on both sides. I'm going to do this side first, then the other side, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so here is my 7/16 or 11mm deep socket. So you want to get that in there and loosen off the three nuts. Okay, there's the first one out. Do actually take them off completely, all right, and store them somewhere where you're not going to lose them. So there's one. Voila. Okay, once you've got these three off, you want to do the same on the other side. Okay, once you've took your 6 nuts off, the next thing you want to do is, if you see under here, there's actually another bolt in behind under the fender, under there, a nut, sorry, that we need to get to. So let's have a look at what we need to loosen right now. Okay, see that little nut up there, just in the center, the grey one, the silver one, as you can see all the way over there. What you need to do is you need to loosen that off, because actually what this does is this clamps down the fender extension to the actual rear fender. So you don't want to take it off all the way. You just want to loosen it so much that you can get the actual rear fender extension to pop off. And it's the same socket size that you've already been using, 7/16 or 11mm. Okay, so next thing you want to do is, you can see your antenna, which is trying to do this like that. There we go. You can see the antenna there, but you can also see a wire that runs down, focus, in between the actual extender, the fender extension, and the side of the bike. So what we need to do is see the little black things there. You need to pop that out, pop them off, so you can loosen off the actual fender extension. That's just your antenna wire. Well, sorry, that's just your tri-bar wire. One of that runs down to the tri-bar. So as you can see there, if you pull it hard enough, there is some slots you can see down the back there, and just pull the wire out and it will come away from the slot. Okay, so now you've disconnected one of your wire harnesses for the tri-bar at the back. This should pop out now pretty easy. All right, so what you do is just pull the wings either side of it out, and then it should literally just slot off like that. And now obviously we've got to take the tri-bar off this one and place it on to the new Fender extension. Now obviously, as you can see, I have a mini antenna on the back of the bike. All right, if you've got the normal big whip antenna that comes out, you're going to need to unscrew that and obviously take that part out before you actually remove the old Fender extension. And if you are doing this, you're going to need to probably relocate, either get one of these or relocate your antenna somewhere else, which I'll leave a link to Steve from Sick Baggers. His video is brilliant, and I'll show you exactly how to relocate your antenna if needs be. Okay, now you want to obviously remove your tri-bar from the old extension, the old OEM one. Now as you can see here and here, these are the two T25 screws that you want to take out to remove your tri-bar. Now again, like I said, this is the custom Dynamics tri-bar, so yours may be different, but this is how mine is set up. Okay, so now we've got the new Advanblack extension, rear fender extension. We can now put our tri-bar into the positions here. Now what you will see down there is two little slots, and you've got the holes for the screws right there. So you don't need to go mad with this. Obviously, as always, give your kit a little bit of a clean before you put it back on, which I'm going to do now. Okay, now like I said, you can see, where's my screwdriver, on the top here. There are some little sort of ridges. All right, they need to go under into there, and your screw pieces need to go into there. Don't go mad with this. All right, it will fit in. Just literally clip it in like so. Now what I will say with this is they don't actually clip in right into the bottom piece there. All right, they're just there as a guide to hold it in place, and obviously your screws that you're going to put in now, they will hold it firmly in place. Okay, once you're happy with it in place, just flip it over to the other side and just check that the lights are actually in. All right, be very careful when you're putting these. Do not push too hard on this, because there's potential for breakages and stuff like that, and you certainly don't want that. That being said, the Advanblack stuff is made really well, so I doubt it's going to happen. And once you're happy, just screw them in. Get one on the go, and then get the other one in. And then just screw them down adjacent to each other. Don't screw one down completely and then do the other. All right, just give it a good go on each side. Okay, I would recommend not using power tools on this. All right, like a power drill or power screwdriver or anything like that, because there's potential. Again, you want to minimize all risk, and you don't want to thread these the things for the bolts to go into the holes. So once that's done, flip it over, check it out, brilliant, and I'm going to move on to fitting it onto the bike. Okay, so we are now ready to put the new Advanblack rear fender extension on to the bike. Now as you can see, here we go, what's the best way of doing this? On the side there, okay, there is one sort of hole at the top on each of these, and obviously a guide on the other side. All right, what you want to do is first put it on into the hole on the top screw, and then use the guides to guide it down into the other screws. Now again, this is pretty flimsy. All right, you can move it all over the show, you're not going to break it. All right, and obviously just slide it up from the bottom. Now remember, at the beginning of the video I did say about this, the actual rear fender having a slot for this to go into. All right, you've also got to try and guide that into the slot underneath the fender, as well as trying to get it on there at the same time. So let's give that a whirl right now. There we go. Okay, success. Be careful obviously, because you know it does need a bit of guiding on both sides, but obviously as you can see there now, it's into the lip underneath and she's on both sides. Now at this point what you want to do is you want to tie down, put your bolts back on, or sorry, your nuts from this side and from that side. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Alright, again, once you're doing this, don't use any power tools or anything like that, because again, there's potential for you to thread the nut onto the actual thread of the bike itself, which you don't want to do. And again, you don't have to go mad with the tightness on this, just hand tight, okay, and a little bit more maybe. You don't want to go mental, because you don't want to strip the thread or indeed snap the bolt off, because that would be a showstopper. Just like that. Pretty simple. You can put some blue Loctite on if you want to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it as is. Alright, don't put the red stuff on, because you'll never get them off again. Happy days. Side one done. We'll do the same on the other side. Third and final. Now what I will say about this is there is actually a hell of a lot more room in here now that the Advanblack one's on. I'll show you the difference in a second. Okay, so the reason why you've got a bit more room underneath there now is because, as you can see there, the Advanblack extension has actually got another extendable part or extension part there. So it's probably a couple of inches lengthwise there, which is always good, compared to the stock one. So it does actually sit a little bit further out, which is great, but it does still fit in the perfect position to the rest of the bike. So it gives you a bit more room to, obviously you need to reroute this, which I'll show you how to do in a second. So there you go. Once you've done both sides, tighten the nuts up, we're going to move on to the next job. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is you want to go under the bike and reconnect your tri-bar cables back onto the actual tri-bar itself. Okay, and make sure obviously the little clips clip in to the little ridges on the tri-bar, so she's locked into place. Okay, at this point, once you've done that, you want to flick the bike on to check that your tri-bar is actually working. Yep, we're good. Cool, we can move on to the next part of the job. So in the pack that you do get from Advanblack in the extender packaging, you do get this, alright, when inside there is an awesome free sticker, and also, see those little black tabs in there, alright, they are for the wire that we showed you guys a little minute ago for the tri-bar down at the bottom, okay, they are to go around that wire to enable you to push that wire to, it's sticky tabs basically to get the wire out of the way, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. And these do actually lock into place. Once you've got it on, you can actually push this down to secure the cable, and it will actually lock into place with the little teeth that is on there. So just place it onto the wire. Place probably 2 or 3 on. Just let them dangle. And then once you've got them all on, you can then decide where you want them. You should be able to pull that back and lock it into place. There we go. Yeah, click. Brilliant. Now at this point you want to take the sticky pad off the back and then just go ahead and stick it to the far edge of the side of the fender. If like me and you bite your nails, it might be an idea to take the sticky pad off before you put it in, but it's up to you. And once you're happy, just hold it in push it against the thing for about 10 seconds. And all you do, repeat the process for as many whatever you want to put on realistically. So I'm going to do that. And the second to last job is, remember your nut that was under there, underneath the bike, alright, the big silver one. Make sure you go in and tighten that up to allow this to be secure to the actual fender on the bike. So don't forget to tighten that nut back up. Again, doesn't need to be crazy tight, just enough to secure the fender extension to the actual fender itself. Now, of course, the final job is to put your saddlebags on and then stand back and admire how awesome this new fender looks. So I'm going to fire the bags back on and I'm going to show you guys exactly how awesome this looks. Let's go! So there you go, guys, that is the job complete. Time to do that job was approximately 25 minutes, and I took my time, maybe 25 to 30 minutes. Tools you got to use, that's it really. Your T25 Torx head, a little tiny ratchet, an extension, and an 11mm or 7/16 socket. That is it. That's all you need to do this job. It is an absolute easy peasy lemon squeezy job, as I say, and it makes the bike look absolutely fantastic, as you can see right there. She already had a fat ass, now she's got even fatter ass, thanks to the rear fender extension by Advanblack. And again, it is colour matched, colour matched to the Scouse Glide in the billiard red. If you don't know, Advanblack does over 90 plus colours that they match to your bike. They really are fantastic. I love Advanblack, I love Advanblack stuff, and I've got a hell of a lot more stuff to put on the bike that is really, really awesome by the Advanblack guys. So again, big thumbs up to those guys, thank you very much. Absolutely outstanding bits of kit, really, really cool stuff, and it just adds that little bit of extra look into your bike, it stands out with the crowd. It's not your normal looking bike. It's certainly not your normal looking stuff. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's his easy job. It looks amazing, and I can't be more than happy with that. So yeah, happy days, man. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little install video. It is, like I said, an easy job to do. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, like that says right down there right now, please think about subscribing. It does help the channel grow. Anyway, I am Stevie, the military biker. Thanks very much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are around the world, and remember, you'll never walk alone.